Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penj and welcome to a very special video indeed, because today marks the 3rd birthday of the Geek Cupboard. 3 years! 3 years the Geek Cupboard has been around, so happy birthday Geek Cupboard. I haven't got you a cake or any presents or anything like that. There's no bunting, there's no party poppers, there's no fun toot horns, which are those little things that you blow into that go kind of unravel as you blow into them. They're called fun toot horns, that's the official name, I'm fairly sure. But we can at least sing it a song, so happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Geek Cupboard, happy birthday to you. 3 years we've been doing this nonsense and it's been fun. I wouldn't change it at all. I've had a lot of fun doing so. And we are going to go back to where it began, because now we're going to play 60 Seconds Reatomized. So 3 years ago on this very day, this channel published its first video, which was just 60 seconds. Just the plain old ordinary 60 seconds. And then we did a couple of runs after that as well of different things. We did Yes Man and No Man, which was very, very good. But now we get to play 60 Seconds Reatomized, which is the same game, but just tarted up a bit. They've sort of made the graphics a bit nicer. They've put new options in. They've made it all a little bit different. They've redone the soundtrack, I believe. So they've done lots of lovely, lovely, shiny things to it. And it just comes out at a perfect time. I mean, this has not come out just now. It's not come out right now. I think it came out maybe a month ago, but I kept hold of it. I kept hold of it because I wanted to play it for the channel's birthday, which makes perfect sense. So yes, I think that's very, very apt that we're going to go back 3 years and play the same game again. But before we start playing 60 Seconds Reatomized, come back with me, if you will, in time 3 years. Let's use the good old time ship YouTube and pop back 3 years just to hear how the Geek Cupboard started, because some of you will be well unaware of this, because why would you have gone back and checked this out? I do not know. So let's just listen, and this is going to make me cringe somewhat terribly. Let's just listen to how I started the video all those years ago. Here we go. I'm not looking forward to this. Here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I'm Penj. Today we're looking at 60 Seconds, a little indie game about survival.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm so polite. I'm so polite and quiet and staid. And I didn't start with hello lovely people, because that started a little bit after the channel actually begun, the lovely people thing. But yeah, that's all sorts of terrible. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me cringe. It makes my skin crawl. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Penj. I sound like a late night DJ, trying to just play some lovely tunes there to make sure that you can drift off to sleep and have a great day tomorrow. That sounds awful. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think later on in the video I kind of become a little bit more animated, but it's certainly not how I am now. Anyway, right, away from this, let's go back in time again onto the good ship YouTube. Let's go back to 2019, shall we? And there we go, back safely into 2019 and 60 Seconds Reatomized, and you can already see the difference between the previous version of the game, the now old version, and this one. This one's got a lot more detail. There's a lot more detail going on. So let's just get on with it. If you don't know what the game is, it's a kind of scavenging and then choices game. The first bit, you have 60 seconds to run around your house and grab things and people as you see fit, because nuclear bombs are on the way and nuclear immolation is imminent. And then the next bit is about you surviving in a bunker. So you're in a bunker with or without the things that you did or did not grab from your house, and then you have to kind of make best with what you've got. So you have to make sure you've got enough food, you might have to send people out into the nuclear wasteland and all that kind of stuff, and the idea is to await rescue in one form or another. So I think, to celebrate the 3rd birthday of the Geek Cupboard, let us go back to where it all began and play us some 60 seconds. Okay, so we're playing the regular game mode. There's a few game modes, but we're going to go for the regular one. We're going to play as Ted. Oh, Ted, how lovely it is to see you again, Ted. And let's go for the difficulty down the middle. Why the heck not? So we get 10 seconds of exploration time, then the obligatory, obviously, because that's what their game name is called. It's called 60 seconds. So we get 60 seconds to scavenge. Our shelter has some stuff in it. Our briefcase, if we can get it, is a work briefcase. Health issues are common. Fragile equipment is average. We get some unwanted visitors, and there is often trouble. Oh, marvellous. Right, okay, here we go. Let's begin our 60 Seconds Reatomized adventure. Okay, so here is our house, and we get 10 seconds to just have a little look around. Right, okay, I've not really made the best use of that time. However, there is some water just there that I will pick up. Right, okay, this is it. So now the alert is on. So we want to go and grab things. Of course, we only have 60 seconds, and I can only carry so much stuff. Right, water seems like a sensible thing to have. Right, where's the thing? Right, there's our bunker. Chuck the stuff into there. Right, let's get another person. Little Timmy, I think is called. Come here. Right, we'll pick up some soup, because soup is good. And what's that? A padlock of some description? Right, we'll pick that up. Right, to the shelter. Oh, that thing was in the way. Right, throw that into the shelter. Right, okay, what else can we do? Right, you might be useful as well. Come hither, wife of mine. A torch, that could be useful. I'm a bit worried that we haven't got enough food. Right, chuck you lot into the shelter. Right, go into there. We need some food, I rather suspect. Right, pick up that board game. That might be useful. Pick up that thing there. Pick up that thing there. We haven't got enough food. I'm really worried that we don't have enough food. Well, what can we get? We've got a few seconds left. What's that just there? What's that? That looks like water. Right, we need to get into the shelter. Run, man. Run, 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 run. And I think we've got 2 seconds spare. Get in the shelter, Ted. Get in. Okay, and that's it. That is the first bit of the game done. That is the 60 seconds bit complete. And I think we left our daughter behind. So I think we got our son. There's no favoritism going on. We got our son and we got our wife, but we did not bring our daughter. And now day one of surviving begins. And we've got plenty of water, which is lovely. But we haven't got much food. So what did we actually grab? I kind of just ran around frantically picking up anything. Plenty of water. This is good because they can survive for a bit longer without food than they can without water. So that's quite nice. We've got a nice supply of water. Oh, Dolores does not look impressed, Ted. Oh, Ted, she looks very angry indeed. So, some water, got a little bit of food. We got ourselves a sort of, whatever that is, like a sort of poison thing. We got a little sort of a padlock there. I don't know what that is. What's that? A harmonica. Oh, marvellous. Well, I'm glad we've picked up one of those. A checkers board for some entertainment and a flashlight. Okay, so we haven't really got much else. There's not much going on over here. Now, you can pick up things like radios and maps and all that kind of stuff, but you never know. You never know what's going to be useful because you never know what the game is going to throw at you. So here we go. Let's begin. Day one. Almost all of us made it to the shelter, apart from the daughter, but never mind. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soup. Delicious soup. We can't remember bringing these supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. Oh, the harmonica wasn't something we picked up. It was already down here. So Ted, in his wisdom, to prepare for nuclear annihilation and the survival in the wastelands afterwards, packed a harmonica. Not food, not water, not a radio, a harmonica. Good job, Ted, good job. We don't have that much food. No one's complaining yet, but even canned soup might become an extravagant dish quite soon. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. Okay, so time to ration supplies. Nobody needs any supplies today. I like the way that the daughter is just entirely scribbled out. Nobody needs anything right now. Little markers appear on them, I believe, when they are hungry. So it's Timmy. We don't even have a name for the daughter because she's been reduced to atoms in the nuclear explosion. Okay, so yeah, we've got Ted, Dolores, and Timmy. Nobody needs any of that. Day one. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if the whole place turned into Atomville. Yeah, I think the lake might have just been nuked, but never mind. Okay, so I think day one just passes by without incident. We just sort of sat in the bunker going, oh my goodness me, our daughter's been nuked. And now you can see the passage of time because Ted, presumably we have not got a razor down here, so Ted's getting a little bit stubbly, is Ted. He's getting a little bit stubbly. And there is a fly. There is a fly down here. How did that get in? Can we eat it? As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing new anyway. If there's anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is being very, very brave. So this is a little summaries bit to say whether they're losing their mind or whether they're ill or whatever. Okay, again, I don't think anybody needs any water and nobody needs any soup. So 2 days without any food or water. That's the best thing. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? I would rather not. Now we can schedule an expedition for tomorrow. I don't think we should. I think we should stay down here for a little bit and see what happens. If we go up now, people are probably going to get quite poorly. So how about we leave it until another day, and then we'll go up into the wastelands. So let's leave it for now. And this little sort of little bit here. What to do? Oh dear, we just remembered I'm planning taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, what, the whole south? Maybe it's just blown up. We are going, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Yeah, I don't think they discriminate. Okay, so we're not going on expedition tomorrow. That is absolutely fine. Day 3 rolls around. Oh, dearie me. Right. Everybody is still looking, all right. I mean, Timmy looks a bit nervous. I guess the hatch is up there. Ted just looks nonplussed, and Dolores looks very, very cross indeed. Oh, Ted. Let's just leave all those questions be for now. All right, okay. People are getting thirsty. So it says there, it says here, where is water when Ted needs it? Dolores will not last long without water. Timmy's been not talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. Do you know what, everybody? It's time to have some lovely water. And of course, they don't drink the whole thing. They just get a little splash of water. And then maybe tomorrow we'll dip into a delicious tin of soup, everybody. Okay, do we want to send anybody out now? I think we leave it a few days. No, we're not sending anybody out. We're about to go to sleep when we heard someone knocking on the door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be in this part of the wasteland? How in the hell do they survive the nuke? Should we open up? Now, this is a complete 50-50. We have no idea who's there. It could be a really nice person saying, hello, I found this tin soup and my head's going to fall off, so you might as well have it because I can't drink soup without my head on. Whereas it could be someone going, hello, I'm a horrible person with a gun and you're all dead. However, let's open up and see who's there, he says, with a terrible sense of looming dread. Yes, let's see who's there and how much stuff we have left. Right, do we have all our things? It looks like we've still got everything. I don't think we've been robbed. Okay, right, well, let's read what happened. We opened the hatch, but there was nobody there. Damn pranksters making jokes even after the apocalypse. There's people doing knock and run. Okay. Ted isn't thirsty, Dolores not thirsty, Timmy is no longer thirsty. Okay, lovely. So nobody's complaining about hunger yet. Little Timmy is being very brave. Good job, Timmy. We're still not going out. We'll leave that another couple of days. You would expect a nuclear explosion will be enough to quench any petty arguments. When the future is not looking too pretty and all you see is naked walls, not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened. We started fighting like crazy. Oh no. They've started squabbling. Okay, this could be bad. This could be a bad thing. Right, day 5 comes around. They've drawn something on the walls. It looks a bit like a Brahmin from Fallout, but okay. Marvellous. There's nothing better than the quiet after the storm, or was it the other way round? Right, everyone seems cheerful, so nobody wants any food still. Really? Okay, that's quite good then. We'll ration that out. Again, we're not going anywhere. A group of doctors knocked on our door today requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? The one thing we've got is plenty of water. Let's give them 1 bottle of water. They might give us some medical supplies or a bandage or something useful. Have they given us something useful? It doesn't look like they've given us anything useful. No, I can't see what they've given us. I think we just gave them some water bottles. However, that could come back to us later. Maybe we'll come across them again later and they'll be nice later on. We asked them for their doctor licenses, but all of them claim they left them in another pair of trousers. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. We gave them a water bottle and wished them a good journey and better luck with trousers. Okay, so Ted wants drink, Dolores, drink and food, Timmy drink. Okay. So Timmy is very hungry. Okay, so I think it's time we give everybody a drink and everybody some soup, which is just kind of a foodie drink. So it's a drink with some foodie drink. Okay, right. Yes, please. Let's still not go out. Not yet. Whoever designed this Fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try doing something about it with whatever we bought down here. Now, this is unfortunate. We've not got any of the items we can use to deal with the green stuff, whatever it might be. So, yeah, we haven't got a suitcase, we've not got a gas mask, and we've not got the scout handbook. There is a fly. Could we capture the fly and wedge that to stop the green stuff dripping down from the pipe? So, unfortunately, this green stuff is going to continue dripping, which I guess We don't know what that's going to do. It might be a terrible thing. It might make us all sick and give us radiation poisoning. But on the other hand, it might be nothing. And let's say we'd want to use our scout handbook to basically roll it up and shove it in the pipe. That would waste an item. So, you know what? We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. However, we've made it to a week. We've made it 7 days. Hurrah! Okay. Marvellous. We couldn't figure it out, so we assumed that's what a regular pipe would do in the event of a nuclear apocalypse and decided to ignore it. We've been feeling a bit funny today, though. Probably no connection to the pipe. No, none whatsoever. Nobody needs any resources. That's fine. Right. We might need to send somebody out. I think we'll do it tomorrow. We'll let a full week pass. So we'll let days 1 to 7 go by, and maybe a week is enough for the radiation levels to come down. That's what I'm hoping. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. It's fine. The feng shui is really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. Please be some food. Please be some food or a radio. Radios are a useful thing. I should have focused in on a radio. However, we can use the flashlight. So we're going to send somebody in with the flashlight, an item we brought with us, to go and find out what's in the secret door. Didn't we put the fallout shelter in? Why don't we know what the secret door is? Okay, so now we've gone a full week. We've gone a full 7 days. Is everyone still alive? We found a map. Oh, that is brilliant. However, the lights are flickering, which is unfortunate. It was very fortunate we had that flashlight. If it wasn't for that, we would have missed a pile of old maps collecting dust in a corner. They're mostly boring national park maps and the like, but one of them turned out to be a map of our town. Okay, this is very good. Nobody needs any stuff, which is marvellous. So we don't need to ration supplies. However, we are going to have to send somebody out. Let's send Dolores out, because she's quite cross. So maybe it'll give Ted a bit of a break, because she's just been staring daggers at him for a week. That trash can of ours is getting disgusting. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, so we're saving some food, yet for some reason we would like to tidy this mess up. Those giant green cockroaches are a pretty good motivator. Oh, and I like this. So there's big green cockroaches, so we can either spray them with the bug spray, or we can black them with the handbook. Do you know what? Let's spray them with the bug spray. We've got the bug spray. We might as well use it. So let's see what happens. Day 9. Dolores is also going to go out on an expedition at some point. Okay, so the bug spray's gone. That has all gone. Maybe it kept us alive? I do not know. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Ah, roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. So we've lost that. Water, water, and water for everybody. Okay, right. I can cope with that. So we're burning through our water supplies. We need to send somebody out. And that's what's going to happen. So, Dolores, you can go outside and you can take with you the eternally useful item taking outside the wilderness of a checkers board or a harmonica. A map might be quite a useful thing to take outside. A padlock. Maybe you can padlock the shelter from the outside. I don't know. A flashlight, some soup, or some water, or nothing. Do you know what? Take the map. Yeah, I think the map is the best option. We got it for free from our little sort of hidden secret room thing that we found with the flashlight. So if we lose it and something happens and this map gets destroyed or burnt or she eats it or whatever, then yeah, it's not really a bad thing. We got it for free. It can then go away again. It would be nice if you could come back with it, but maybe you can use it to, plan routes and make your way round terrible things like big nests of giant monsters or something. I don't know. So there you go. Dolores, out you go into the wasteland. Day 10 rolls round. Right, Dolores has gone. The map has gone. It does look very empty without her there, doesn't it? It looks very empty. Okay, Dolores on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. She's got a map. Okay, yeah, we know that. Nobody needs any food. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop, yet here we are, as we can clearly hear a phone ring outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go answer it? Yes. Timmy, Timmy, you're up. There you go, Timmy. Go and answer the thing. What's that little star in the corner? I just noticed there was a little star thing in the corner and I didn't press it, and now I feel like I should have done. What was that little thing? Just here, what's this? What's next? Oh, that's a new thing. When we entered the phone, we could clearly hear the gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when their call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. We've found people. They're survivors. This one has been calm for Ted and he's doing well. So Timmy needs some food, But Ted is okay right now. So there you go, Timmy. Have some food. Oh no. This is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup. They're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back and they are bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time to wage war on these spiders. And no, it's not, because we got rid of our bug spray. We haven't got a book to swat them with, and we can't presumably poison them with first aid kit stuff. So, okay. Okay, let's click what's next. Await further instructions from friendly wastelanders. Oh! So is that like a little checklist? I can't remember if that was in the original or not. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, let's move it on. We could do with Dolores coming back and bringing food. Food would be useful, but nope, she's still not back. Oh, Dolores, will she ever come back? We decided we'd get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Ted needs water. Ted is hungry. And Timmy's not hungry, but Timmy wants water. So Ted needs both. Timmy needs water. Ted, have both. We're into the last soup. We're going to starve to death before anything else happens. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. It's not Dolores, is it, trying to get in? When we peeked out into the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It has no address or name on it, but we're pretty sure it's meant for us. Should we open it? Now, I think this could go either way as well. I think sometimes this is a bomb and it'll explode, but sometimes it's probably, a mysterious gift from a spooky benefactor, and it'll contain some nice things. So, do you know what? Yeah, why not? Let's risk it. If this was real, I'd risk it. So let's go for it. Let's open the suitcase. Let's see what happens. Is Ted going to be all battered and bruised because it was a bomb? Or did we get something nice? Or was it entirely nothing at all? It might have just been nothing at all. We got some soup. We gladly accepted this sudden gift, and despite our suspicions, it turned out it was just the regular tomato soup that we know and love. Thank you, kind stranger. Oh, glorious day. Oh, we got some soup. This is brilliant. Okay, nobody needs any rationing. Right, okay. This is unfortunate. So this is the thing saying, yay, there we go. Right, we're probably going to listen out for the government on our radio that we don't have, which is very unfortunate. So yeah, the government people are coming and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. Unfortunately, we can't because we haven't got the radio. I should, in hindsight, with my 60 seconds, gone and grabbed the radio. But do you know what? We didn't, and that's where we are now. Sorry, Ted. I apologise. Okay, once we've done this, that's 2 full weeks. Dolores has been outside for an awfully long time. I didn't give her any water or anything. I hope she's all right. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. Yeah, we haven't got one of them. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. Timmy, go and stroll around outside. Ted's fine. Timmy is okay. Don't need to give any supplies. We are not alone. There is a huge hairy bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. It's been poking its head out, eyeing our measly food stash. We can't let it get to it. We can't let it be in here when we sleep. Oh dear. Now we can't fight it. We've not got an axe or a gun. So what I'm thinking is, if it's eyeing the food stash, why don't we give them some food now? And if it eats a bit of food, then they can last a little bit longer without the food. How about that? Because I bet it'll steal the full tin. It'll steal the tin that's full. It's not going to steal the open tin, is it? The weird rabbit monster. So I would say let's give them some food. That'll keep them going for a little bit longer because we can't do anything about the terrifying rabbit monster. So let's see what happened. Now, did it nick our food or are we just beaten up? Yeah, look. Oh no, hang on. Our soup's there. Did it steal our food? Yes, it stole our full tin of soup. Yes, I actually... Oh my goodness me, I predicted something correctly. Marvellous. That beast of rodent won. It won and stole our food. Can or no can, at least we have each other, right? We're just worried it'll come back to finish what it started. They both need a bit of water. Resources are looking bleak. We could do with Dolores to come back. It's difficult to keep track of time down here. But at least we remembered it's Timmy's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday, Timmy. Hey, the Geek Cupboard's 3 today as well. I think we're having a marginally better birthday than you, though, Timmy, because you're locked in a bunker for, 2 weeks now with your dad, and your mum's gone out and not come back, and your sister's been vaporised. So, yeah, I mean, we're having a much better time. We should get him something everybody wants for his... Which birthday is this again? So we have a choice. We can give him a first aid kit, I don't know why. And we can give him a scout handbook, or we can give him the checkers board, which has been in front of him all this time. But you know what? It's better than nothing. Have a checkers board. Please enjoy the checkers board. Let's have a lovely game of it. Is it still there? Yes, it is. So we didn't play checkers and fall out in a violent rage. So that's a good thing. When we were taking cover in the shelter, we barely had time to grab anything, so the checkers set is missing half its pieces. It seems you can still play with the one half, since Timmy has been enjoying himself. Ted's no longer thirsty, Timmy no longer thirsty. Where is Dolores? Where is she? It's high time we stopped wondering at what's going on and started asking questions. Yeah, okay, so tune into a radio station. We can't, we've got no radio. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. We need that radio. I heard the hatch. Is that Dolores? Dolores? Okay. Right, so obvious concerns right now. Dolores is green. I mean, Dolores is the same colour as her sort of shirt there. That's probably quite bad. I would say Dolores is not well. The map has come back. The map's got a few holes in it and some orange stuff. I don't even know what the orange stuff is. Is the map ruined? Yeah, it's unusable. So they say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clues what's going on might not necessarily kill us. We're glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We're hoping this expedition will be successful. Too bad that was not the case. Our map really took a beating during the expedition. It's nearly unusable now. So we've lost the map. So it's on the wall, but it's all ruined. Dolores is tired. She's got a sickness. Dolores has barely any strength. She needs to eat. There's not much going on with Ted, and Timmy is okay. So, hang on a minute, Dolores. So you went out for quite some time. For a long time. You found entirely nothing, and you ruined our one map. You didn't bring back anything. Literally anything you could have brought back. Oh, okay, fine, Dolores. Right, okay. We need to give her some food, or she's going to die tonight. However, I don't hold out much hope. That is, however, our last bit of food. That's all we've got. Right then. You know what? Let's start preparing for an expedition. Timmy, you're going out into the wilderness. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked just like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. We listened to a story about a group of folks just like him, who are having a hard time scavenging supplies because of their appearance. People shoot first and ask questions later. He offered us a deal. If we share some of our supplies with them, they will help us out on our next expedition and make sure we're safe. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Have water. I'm sending little Timmy out into the wilderness. I suspect Dolores is not going to be well. Dolores, oh, she's still there. She's still with us. Still giving Ted the daggers. Okay. Marvellous. We were relieved when the man assured us that his condition is not contagious. We gladly took his offer and we're actually looking forward to our next expedition. Right, okay. Dolores needs to drink something. And also she's starving. Ted needs water. Timmy needs water. Right, everybody needs some water. Dolores, I can't give you any food because we haven't got any. Timmy, you're off outside. What can you take? Not very much. Do you know what? Take a flashlight. That might help you because A, you can shine it on things, and B, if you turn it round, you can bash things with it. It looks like quite a sturdy bashing kind of tool, particularly this end. It's quite bashy. So, yeah, there we go. Look, so Ted has so far sacrificed his daughter to a nuclear blast, sent his wife out into the waste to get horribly ill and radiated, and now he's sending his son out with whatever it was, a 3-armed or 6-armed mutant man to go and explore the waste, only armed with a small flashlight. Marvellous. Good job, Ted. Dad of the year. Oh, and it's day 19, and Ted has got very, very beautifully coiffed hair. Look at this. His hair is all over the place, and he's got a big old beard going on. Good job, Ted. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. He's got the torch. Right, Dolores she's really, really ill. She's no longer thirsty, but Ted needs to eat and Dolores needs to eat, I think. She must be starving. We can't help you. There's no food, the pair of you. Also, this is another thing that says we need the radio. We don't have the radio. We've got no idea what's going on out there. I think that might be our downfall. That might be our downfall. Day 20. I think we need to try and stay alive until Timmy comes back. Timmy might bring back amazing things. There you go. Yeah, so this again. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis. We don't have one. Right. They need food. They need food. We haven't got any food. Oh no. We were paid a visit today by a young man worried about his twin sister, who went missing in a bandit camp not long ago while acting as a spy and trying to get her hands on the plans of the new bandit fortress. He seems to trust us fully and is very friendly, but obviously concerned. He asks that we come to his aid in his hour of need, and really good things might happen to us if we manage to succeed. Do you know what? Ted, you need to step up to the plate now, my good sir. Dolores has been out. Your beloved wife has been out and found nothing. I'm sure she tried very hard and she's made herself quite ill. Little Timmy is also quite brave. He's gone outside and you've dispatched your son away. Your daughter's been vaporized. I think it's time for you to go out. However, this could be the end. This could be the end of things. If Ted goes out for a long while and Dolores dies, then presumably he can't get back in and he's stuck outside forever and he will die. Timmy will also come back and not be able to get in the shelter. So this could be the end of it. This could be the end, but I can't send Dolores out because she's really ill and she's just not going to help and die. So Ted is the only option. Ted, it's up to you and your amazing hair. Day 21. How is Dolores looking? Okay, Dolores is still alive and Ted has come back. I notice we have no water now. We have no water and no food. Okay. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed, but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they're really thankful and promise to contact us again soon. You need to do it very soon, because we're going to be dead. So, they're both hungry. They're both thirsty. Oh no. And they're dreaming about soup. They're doing a lovely picture of soup with a fork. I don't think this is really required. I don't think you need a fork to eat soup. Sometimes a sudden urge to play an instrument takes over us, to create beautiful sounds we share with the world around us, to sing and play and have cute mutated animals come to our feet to listen, like a post-apocalyptic Snow White, shall we? Do you know what? You couldn't do any worse right now. Yes, absolutely. Play some music. Maybe they'll bring you some soup. Maybe they'll bring you some soup. Or maybe we could eat one of them. We're still alive. We're still alive. And we do have some cockroach friends. Hello, cockroach friends. Yuck, a mutant cockroach. Okay, be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennae. It would be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? Give them names. Give them names. Larry and Barry. There you go. Larry the cockroach and Barry the cockroach. Right, yes, I know. People are fatigued, really ill. We've got no food. We've got no drink. What's that sound? A galloping horse? We rushed to the door and were greeted by two men dressed like they come from a medieval fair. I see where we're going with this. We identified the sound of the source of the sound. One of them was holding two rocks and hitting them against each other constantly, while the other was skipping and pretending to be a rider. They're looking for some antique cub. They got lost, and could they check a map? We did once have a map, but Dolores obliterated it when she went out wandering for no good reason, because she didn't bring anything back. So unfortunately, we cannot help you, brave people. Look out for the knights that say "nee." Okay, right. We can't do anything. I think they're both going to be dead. Little Timmy needs to come back and become the saviour. They're still alive. I'm amazed that they're still alive. I thought they would have gone completely... Either they would have starved to death or died of thirst, or they would have gone completely bonkers. Because that does happen. Okay, right. We couldn't tell our laughter and our guests took offence. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruits. Indeed. Oh, what a lovely reference. Okay, Ted has got one foot in the grave. Dolores is not going to survive much longer. We haven't got any supplies to ration. We can't do that. Enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dolores is really craving a cup of coffee. Real, true, blue American coffee. The kind that you can drink 5 cups and still feel sleepy. But where are we going to find that in this wasteland? Well, Dolores' favourite diner is, used to be a few blocks away. Maybe someone should go on a coffee run. But who? Dolores, you're up. Why the heck not? You go out and find some coffee. And I think this might be it. The end. Is Ted dead? Is Ted escaped? Yes. Oh, Dolores. Dolores falls off her chair. Oh, hang on, they've not even got chairs. I've never even noticed. They've got stools. Oh, they can't even lean back. Oh, that's just terrible. So Dolores crumples off of her chair and just sort of falls apart on the ground. Ted, I mean, he's lost his beard, which is a shame because it was a fairly good beard. And there he is, his hands over the checkers board, trying to grip the harmonica, maybe playing one last tune as he goes out. But yes, we are dead, unfortunately. Oh no! Oh no! And it was an absolute disaster because Timmy also died. Our volunteer came back empty-handed. Apparently, the diner is now just a sad hole in the ground with some seats lying around. What a letdown. Timmy should have returned by now. We need to face the worst possible scenario. He might not be coming back. So Timmy gets annihilated from the game, and then Ted dies, and Dolores dies. We didn't make it. These are our final words. And our advice to anyone who reads this is, we held out for 24 days. And there we go. These are all the things that we did. That radio, I don't think, helped us. The lack of radio didn't help us. The only kind of redeeming thing about this, and it's terrible, but at least Timmy didn't make it back either. Because is it worse that he went out there and, I don't know what happened to him, we don't know. Maybe he died. He went out there and died trying to do his best. Or is it better that he goes out and then goes, hey, brilliant, and comes back with like armfuls of stuff, knocking on the bunker, going, hello, Mum, Dad, can I come in? And they're both on an extreme diet down here. So maybe it was a small mercy that he's never going to come back. But there we go. So I think this ended in very much the same way that the original run did 3 years ago. I'm fairly certain that we didn't complete it on the first 2 times. Did we complete it on the 3rd time as well? I don't think we completed it. I have completed this game in my own time. I don't think I ever completed it on the channel. And we definitely did not complete it this time. Daughter evaporated. Timmy lost to the wilderness. Dolores sick and radiated, and Ted thirsty and starving, and all that kind of stuff. So it was all bad. But 25 days. 25 days. I mean, that was okay. That's an okay run, but clearly not good enough. You perished. Yes, I did indeed perish. I do like the background there. I imagine that is heavily Fallout 3 influenced. It's got the same colour palette. It's got the same ruined buildings off in the distance. It's got the sort of telegraph poles and the old sort of tattered signs. So what did we do? Days survived 24. Water consumed 4. Soup consumed 2. I mean, that was a bit of an issue as well. We just didn't have enough soup. We didn't have to defend the shelter. We said yes 3 times. And we had 1 successful expedition. And the other one was not successful. Oh, I'm very sorry, Ted and family. Oh, well, there we go. That was a shame. Look at this. The little sort of suburban area that Ted and family live in before it gets annihilated and you have to live in a bunker. It looks okay. They've got little houses. They've got shutters on, which sounds like a sensible thing. Some little sort of, shrubbery type things outside. That's quite nice. Who's at the door? It's Ted. Hi, Ted. It's nice to see you with your flesh on your skeleton. That's quite lovely. A little plane going by there. It looks very, very nice. I mean, yeah, it's a shame that the game requires it to get completely nuked, but never mind. And so with that tragic failure still ringing in our ears, I think we shall wrap things up with 60 seconds Reatomized. But it's been a lot of fun to bring it back. It's been a lot of fun to play 60 seconds again. I love the idea. I like the fact that it's a 2-part thing. The first bit where you go and grab your items, which they have improved in 60 seconds Reatomized. The 3D sort of effects on that are way better than the original one. That is very good because it is very frantic. And of course, you have to make it to the bunker yourself. So you've got 60 seconds to sort of try and get all the stuff and then get back in the bunker as well. So I like the fact that it's split up into that bit and then the kind of story mode choicey sort of survival bit, which is, it's a lot of fun. And I do enjoy playing it. And it seemed a very apt game to play for the 3rd birthday of the channel. And I can't believe it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. That's remarkable. So a big thank you. A big thank you to everybody who has followed, subscribed, supported, liked, commented, disliked, whatever. A big thank you to everybody who has taken part in some way, however big or small, in the history of the Geek Cupboard. Because it wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for people watching it. If you weren't watching this, if nobody was watching this, if it had no views and no anything, then I would just be a madman talking to myself in a room, in a teeny tiny little room, which currently feels like it's about 4 billion degrees C as well. So I'd just be some sort of crazy person talking to myself in a room, and that would be kind of a bit weird. So you lot make it what it is. And yeah, I'm delighted that some of you are still here. And 3 years ago, there were no subscribers, 0. And as I do this, we've gone past 7,500. 7,500, which is just brilliant. That's more than I ever really dreamed of. More than I could ever have imagined. So I'm very, very grateful to everybody. I'm maybe I'm pushing it a bit, but I'm truly humbled the fact that people do decide to sit and watch Geek Cupboard things, because people are busy, people have busy lives and they have much to do. So the fact that people do sit down and watch some of our rambling nonsense, it fills me with joy. It fills me with joy, and I am very, very humbly honoured by you taking the time out to sit and watch our stuff. So thank you again for taking part in the history of the Geek Cupboard, but I think we shall wrap things up for now. Happy birthday, Geek Cupboard. 3 years old. Let's see where we are in another 3 years, shall we? Let's see where we are in another 3 years. Hopefully we shall still be around and we shall be going even stronger and still doing things wrong and still mucking about and generally just sort of larking around and all that kind of stuff. But we'll wrap things up for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be splendid indeed. And you know the drill by now, but if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other stuff that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard today and maybe over the past 3 years. And I will see you next time.
Ted, run quicker, Ted. Oh, Ted is green. Oh dear. Timmy is looking very bad. Okay, there's still the same amount of water. I'm guessing we didn't get robbed. Ah, we got robbed. In no way is this going to break the radio, Ted. And you've broken the radio, Ted.